So tell me, how does this all relate to your interactive style then?
Right, interactive style, which is really what we're going to focus on in this particular course, is a concept that is generally assigned to Carl Jung in terms of who fathered this idea, and he called them archetypes. But it was Myers and Briggs, and I think that you have a Wikipedia link in your course for Myers and Briggs, but that was a mother-daughter. I don't even know if they were psychologists at the time they came up with it. I think they later became psychologists. But they interpreted the work of Carl and really gave it some pragmatic application. And you know, we were just talking about schemas. I would describe interactive style as a form of schema, because schema, in addition to organizing ideas, schemas drive our attention to things too. You know, so interactive style is like a filter. It's like a certain attention. Now I'm going all the way back to metacognition, and we talked about working memory being like on a desktop. Right?
Yeah.
Well, you might have lots of things on your desktop. The schemas are driving what you're paying attention to, what gets your attention more. So interactive style is a form of schema that focuses on things like emotional content. If emotional content is more appealing to you, or you're more sensitive to that, then that's the thing on the desk that drives your attention. You may be more logical, so you know the desk is full of all this: emotion, logic, details, concepts. But my schema, in this case my interactive style, which is a subset of schema, drives my attention in certain areas. So now if you think about it, if we have different interactive styles, and we'll explain, you know, in more detail what the types are, but we could both walk into the same situation, kind of like the dog situation in the previous one, but while you notice the emotional content in the situation, I notice the logical content in the situation. So again, here we are, both experiencing the same reality, just like the dog. One of us walks away with the thought that this is a very threatening situation. The other one thinks, no, this is a very comfortable situation. With interactive style, we're in the same situation, and yet you notice the emotional content, and I notice the logical content. So when we walk away from that situation, we have very different interpretations of what happened. And the thing about interactive style is it really impacts the way you communicate, the way you build relationships, more so than probably any other schema. It's easier to notice in another person, I think, that, you know, I will notice your emotional sensitivity long before I'll figure out if you like dogs or not, probably. So that's why it's so valuable in sales, because the basis of rapport and relationships, particularly early on, have a lot to do with being able to match up this interactive style component. So knowing your own interactive style and being able to recognize other diverse styles is very valuable to a salesperson.
Great.
Yeah.
So then I can adjust based on what you need.
Well, I hope. That'll be a later module. But
That's
yes,
great.
we're going to work on that.